What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there today? I'm doing all right. Beautiful day, good view, day off of work. Good day to come out and shoot a video. Chilling in the hammock. It's got a nice breeze today, so hopefully it's not coming through on the microphone there. But man, it feels good. It's warm out, but with this breeze, it's beautiful. So, video I made yesterday about saggy melons got a little bit of some feedback. Definitely a hot topic. I see some of y'all. I didn't realize how some of y'all really felt about her. I mean, some of y'all really expressed your true feelings about her, and hey, I get it. You know, like if you've had some run-ins with her where she's been a bitch to you, or just who knows what she's done, because like I said in that video, I haven't been here as long as y'all have, so a lot of you guys have history with her, and I don't want any of you guys to think that I'm taking her side or anything. Trust me, I'm still I'm with you guys. I mean, I whatever y'all say. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm the kind of guy. Maybe I'm a little bit too nice. I just don't like completely attacking like a small channel like that, because you just don't really know that person's mindset. And when she was talking about things she was talking about people wanting her to kill herself, it kind of, I don't know, man. I tread lightly in situations like that. I had a friend in high school who killed himself. It was a very fucked up situation. He went home after school, and he called a cleaning crew to come out to his house to clean up the mess, which was going to be him. And then he proceeded to blow his head off with a shotgun. So I've always been really hesitant to push somebody who's, even if they're just saying it to try to play victim, which is, it could be the case. I try to be a little bit nice. I don't know, maybe that's to my detriment, because I did, give her a couple compliments. I just didn't want to come across as like totally attacking, because I don't want to be responsible for pushing somebody over the fucking edge. I don't want to. It's not my style. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I hear everything you guys said. I haven't responded to all the comments as of yet while I'm filming this, just because I wanted to kind of think about what I wanted to say. I didn't want to just randomly type back to you guys. I responded to a couple of them, but I get it, man. I get it. I've definitely had my share of problems with people in my life. Not really as much on YouTube, but if somebody's been shitty to me, I don't really take kindly to somebody else giving them any compliments. I just fuck that person. So I get it. I do, and I hope you guys continue to watch me. I mean, I just wanted to focus. That video's main focus was just on the argument, not really the person making. I mean, it could have been anybody, but. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit soft when it comes to girls. I don't know. I've always kind of maybe been a little bit easier on them than I am the fellas. But, whatever. That's my problem. That's not your guys' problem. But whatever. Enough of that shit. So, let's talk some Amico. Today we're a little bit more advanced. Not only did I got my boomer notes, but I took some screenshots on my tablet, because I was going to write down the shit, but I was like, God damn, some of this stuff is super long. But, thought it'd be easier to do it this way. So bear with me as I read through some of this shit. I'll edit out where I'm paused, where you don't have to listen to me, or don't have to wait for me to talk. But so yeah, let's go ahead and check out my notes. So as you guys know, the Amico has started their little tour, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, road show. I don't know what the hell it is. And they were, over this weekend, they were at a place called Boomers. Oh shit! I was going to talk about this before we get started. There's a guy in my comments named Leo DS, and he did bring up a good point about the video that I made, where I was saying that the Calico Chameleon was more of a scam than the Amico. Um, he makes a good point. Now, I want to say what I meant by the fact of it being a scam. I was comparing it to like just a shitty on the street salesman selling fake Rolexes, like just completely fraudulent, complete bullshit. And that's what I saw the Calico Chameleon as, because it was Mike Kennedy was literally trying to pass off a working console that was just the Super Nintendo in a Jaguar shell. But it's in terms of it being like a scam that's going to affect more people, I do agree with what he said, because he did say like the Amico has taken money, like the Calico Chameleon never did. So it's taken investors' money, and it has doubled down on its lies, whereas the Chameleon just vanished. It went away. So in that capacity, it is more of a scam in per se, that it has gone on longer, and it has taken money, and it has been more lies. But as far as it just being like a straight like fraudulent bullshit, like that's why I said that I thought the Calico Chameleon was more of a scam. But in all honesty, yes, the Amico, if you look at the big picture, it has been more of a scam, because it's affected more people. And you know, it's so I get what you're saying, dude. I do get what you're saying. But anyways, so Boomers, it's a place in Irvine, California. It's like a family fun park. They have go-karts, laser tag, mini golf. I looked just at some pictures. It looks pretty lame. There was a guy on Reddit named Tylen Tommy, and he said that he's about 25 minutes from there, and that it's well known as a shabby and outdated shithole. Very fitting for the never-ending shit show. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they can't get in anywhere better. Maybe they just thought that would be a good place to go for the kids. I don't know. But some things that I've read about it. Tommy said that there was going to be there's four big TVs there that had four different colored Amicos. Ooh, and the fifth color will be there as well. Who fucking cares? And that it would feature 6 different games throughout the day. And now I pieced it together, and I found out it had Shark, Astro Smash, Rigid Force Redux, Emoji Charades, Moon Patrol, and Evil Knievel. So, a couple new games there, right? Like, not all that was there at the Crayola show. So they are trying to get out some new games. Again, who the fuck knows how complete these games are? Are they in their demo modes? How many levels can you play? You know, that's something that I'd like to know. And then Tommy claimed that there was just over 100 people there from start to finish. So I mean, I guess, you know, that's how good is that? Because it's over the weekend, and people are going to an amusement park. Like, I can't really say that. You certainly wouldn't want to fucking say that 100 people came there just to see the Amico. Like, I have a feeling maybe, 20, 30, 40 people came there. The rest were just people that happened to be at the park and wanted to go see the Amico. So those numbers are meaningless, as most of his numbers that come out of his mouth are. One thing I did notice that somebody said, a guy named Tnayoub, Tnayoub. This is, I believe this was on Atari Age. It could have been Reddit. I don't know. I was looking at both. But he said that Irvine is about an hour and a half drive from San Diego. Tommy claimed that it was 30 minutes away to try to make it seem like Pat and Ian were nearby. And again, that's just like that's just more fucking lies. I can't say for certain if that's accurate. I believe that guy because, you know, why would he say that? Tommy has a history of lying, so I don't fucking believe him. But that would sound like something that he would do, because he's just so fucking obsessed with Pat and Ian, and anybody that's giving him criticism So it sounds like something he would want to do, like try to discredit them, like, see, they're too chicken shit to come over here. Because I guarantee you, if it was super close, well, I don't know. I can't guarantee. Maybe they would come, maybe they wouldn't come. But either way, it's him trying to make them look bad, that they're just like, they're hating the system without ever trying it or anything. And it's never really been about what the system is like. I mean, it is. I mean, it does seem like a childish, pointless system, but the main criticism that they've levied has been around the way that Tommy is fucking running the company. So that's just kind of a stupid thing. But of course, there is some controversy that's going on Atari Age about the event. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I wanted to read some of the things, like some people that wrote that they were there. And there's some pictures that were taken during this event. So I'll just randomly pop some up here on the video, and you guys can take a look at them. If you want to look closer, you can go over to Atari Age. They're posted there. But so there's a guy named Mr. Beefy on Atari Age, and he has, wait, no, that's part of the controversy. So I don't want to, I don't, well, you know what, fuck it, let's just get into it. Let's just get right into it. It's the juicier part of the video. So he had a quote. I'm not sure who this quote was originally attributed to, but he was responding to it. The quote says, "I'm local and didn't have much else to do this morning, so I went. Didn't have my camera out because they made you sign a waiver saying you couldn't record footage, but I can talk about my experience." Mr. Beefy replies, "Weird, considering that this thing should be buttoned up and ready to roll. You should want people to get excited by showing the game and not hiding them." This is where the controversy comes in. Tommy and everybody are claiming that there was not a waiver that you had to sign, that you couldn't record gameplay footage. All I can say is there is no fucking footage. I couldn't find any. There's some pictures, but there is no gameplay footage. Okay, so while I was putting the video together, I did notice there was one tiny little recording. I thought it was a picture, but apparently it's a recording. But you'll see it's very short, and it's very carefully just of the gameplay. There is no UI. So here we go. I'll show you. So yeah, that's all that I have seen so far. But whatever. Back to the video. But he's sitting there claiming that there's not. So I wanted to kind of read some of that shit that's going on. So here's something Tommy posted. He said, "Someone who went to the event tweeted some misinformation to a certain obsessed podcaster." Who the fuck do you think that is? You're obsessed, Tommy, not him. You're obsessed. So of course people are now believing things that were never true. And of course people make false videos about it. Which, if maybe that's what I'm doing, but fuck you. But just to clarify, sad that I have to keep doing this over and over. Contrary to what was said, and both Wolfie62 and Lineman Doc can confirm this, pictures and videos were absolutely allowed at the event. It was said that we made people sign a waiver saying that we didn't allow videos or pics. Absolutely not the case. I'm assuming the person who tweeted that may have misunderstood what was told to them. The waiver, which was clearly explained to everyone who walked into the area, was to give us permission to film playing Amico. And if people didn't want to film, they could still come. We just had to make sure we avoid getting them on camera. Big difference than what is being told now and retold by misinformed folks. But that seemed to be the norm these days. If people can raise some kind of concern or controversy or make up drama, they will in hopes of getting more views. So he acts like he's so fucking innocent, you know, like making up drama. Like he is completely made up all this fucking drama to try to get sympathy for him and his console and get people to talk about it. So that's idiotic for him to make a statement like that. But I do have to say, in all those, nobody has posted any footage on the Atari Age forum as of yet. I have to say that. I'm recording now. What time is it? It's getting close. It's not 5 o'clock yet. It's almost 5 o'clock. So as what I have seen, I have not seen any recording. So that is kind of weird. It's the fact that we had so much recording at the Crayola event, but at this so far all we have had is pictures. And because of the fact of how secretive Tommy has been this whole fucking time, I tend to almost believe that they didn't want people filming there. I mean, because who knows if they had the UI on display? Like there was another guy who posted a picture that he thought maybe was the let's see if I can find it. Maybe was he said, here's the picture. I'll post it. I would guess this is the placeholder UI and not the final one with the mascot showing games. So Tommy, of course, has to respond as a jerk, like he normally does. Like most things you post here, you're once again incorrect. And yes, everyone can see the pattern. For those interested, that is the menu for emoji charades and some of the many different categories you can pick, including a bunch of exclusive ones for kids and family, only for Amico, which are the ones that @Lineman Doc had mentioned his family liked. Which that comment was just like retarded. I read it. It's long. I'm not even going to fucking read it. If you want to go there and read that, you can. We also added a retro gaming category, which I'm sure a bunch of folks here will enjoy. So, whatever. Like, who knows if the UI was actually being shown off. I mean, that right there, like, the picture, it's like, it is from, like, the side. Like, there's not... I don't know. To me, it looks like the pictures that were taken were people that were approved to take pictures. Like I don't know. And it gets into it later. Somebody says, probably the easiest way to clear this up would be to post the signed documents. With all the people who showed up, surely someone would volunteer their own in the interest of clarity. I mean, that's fair, I guess. It's, I don't know. Again, it's like, why does it have to be like this? Like, why does it have to be like a fucking a secret? Like, yeah, go ahead then. If people are saying that that's not the case, that there was not a waiver you have to sign, just post the waiver. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, show what it was that was said. Because it does seem weird that there is not a lot of footage, or there is no footage that I can find. Since there was so much footage at the fucking Crayola event. Like, that's strange. So, it's almost like I could see why. Because people maybe use some of that footage to point out some problems, like we showed that there could have been some potential lag in Astro Smash. So, it's like, yeah, I could totally see them not wanting people to film it and trying to hide shit, like that's been the MO. So if you want people to get off your back on that shit, just post it. But of course not. We're not gonna get that, because then here's some more shit from Tommy. Come on. Alright, so here's somebody else, one of Tommy's little shills. I can personally verify that what Tommy said about the waiver is all accurate. I signed one, stating that they had rights to film me while playing the Amico. Pretty straightforward. And we didn't get a copy of the paper. That was for their records only, which is totally fine by me. Well, how convenient. So then, of course, here's Mr. Tallarico fucking responding. You, not sure that statement... Hey, baby.
I'll be back.
Love you. Not sure that statement is good enough. You may need to make a video and get an attorney to work on a signed affidavit. Also, do you think you can get down to a UPS store to get a notary public? Thanks! Smiley face emoji. again, there we are, like, we got to take it to the extreme, like, oh, like, I got to do all this shit, we just signed affidavit. Just post one of the fucking blank forms, man. How hard would it be to take, you got your phone, you're always on Atari age, take a picture, post it, argument over. And maybe by the time this video uploads, they'll do that. But again, it's like, why be shady about it? Why fucking talk shit in the comments and just back up what the fuck you're saying? Because you have a history of being shady. You have a history of lying. You have a history of making this thing look like a scam. So I would think that you would want to be as completely transparent as possible. It's not that big of a fucking deal to post that if people are claiming the other way. That would end it. That would end the controversy real quick. But that's what I think. I think Tommy is obsessed with the controversy. He loves it. He wants to get in the shit. He just wants to try to see how far he can take this, or he would just post that. Like what a douchebag. Like Darius said, like that was the perfect place that they went to. Fucking boomers. Like, I mean, I can't say much. People, my son calls me a boomer all the time, but I'm only 43 years old. I'm not a true boomer. I'm not a fucking baby boomer. But I mean, goddamn, why not just solve that problem right away and post your fucking stupid shit waiver? Then there's nothing else anybody can say. But you won't do that, will you? Because you're a crybaby, whiny little bitch. So, whatever. But let's get into a little bit other couple other things I screenshotted I thought would be interesting to talk about. There was somebody's their kind of description of the day. A sip of water here. Wind's kind of died out a little bit. And yeah, we're getting close to 5 o'clock, so you're going to get that 5 o'clock bullshit traffic out there. But, okay, I didn't get this guy's name, but this was his description of the day. And I think it's probably pretty accurate to what anybody with a brain and not completely obsessed with the Amico would post. And isn't it weird that most of the cult members weren't there? Like, this thing was planned so last minute. Like, it's almost like he didn't want them there. Like there's what's going on between everybody now? Like, why would you not want your crew there? Is it because people are starting to distance themselves from this thing because it's stupid? But anyways, here's this one guy's description of the day. So it was meh. Everything worked. I didn't notice any lag. I turned the controller upside down to see what would happen, and the controllers did not flip with it. So that's good. So maybe they've finally got that bullshit under control, or at least that guy had one of the controllers that actually worked. I brought my girlfriend, who doesn't play video games at all and has a difficult time with an Xbox controller. She used the wheel like an old iPod Click. It took her a second to figure out how to use it like a D-pad. She didn't see the point of the touchscreen and confused her a bit. Exactly. There's your person right there, a non-gamer. Like, why the fuck do you have a touchscreen? We both agreed, yes, this is a family-friendly console. But if she had the choice between this and Nintendo, she would choose the Nintendo. Yeah, lady, we all would too. I went to a screen that I believe was the OS screen, and it seemed like an app store, but I could be wrong. Who the fuck knows? None of us know, dude, because we can't see it, because it's a fucking mystery. And is it really a surprise? Would it really be that he doesn't want anyone to film that? Like, if they are actually showing it off, like, doesn't that make sense? Because of all the time that they, even at Retro Bros Party, they weren't allowed to film the UI or whatever. So doesn't that make fucking total sense that if there was something on display that they don't want it to be fucking filmed because they're so secretive about everything? Now, this part's kind of good here. He said no one came up to talk to us, but another family walked in and Tommy greeted them. He asked him if he had heard of the Amico, and the guy said, yes, I am an investor. So they roll the red carpet out for the money guy, but just some regular peasant out there like, sorry, dude, like, you don't get anything. Tommy asked the guys if they wanted to play some games and explained everything to them. However, no one came and talked to us. We played 2 games, Astro Smash and a side-scrolling shooter. That's that, what the fuck is it? I can't even think of the name of it. Something, Redux, whatever, what was that? What is that? I want to know what that's called. Rigid Force Redux. That's what it is. They were meh. Not bad. Not good. Yeah, because they're Flash games. We played for a few minutes and we were bored. Already after a few minutes, my girlfriend said, "What's the point and where is the story?" It was like, if it was like $100 to $150, we might be interested in it. So yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, dude, exactly. If it was $99.99, maybe it'd be worth buying. But $250 fucking dollars. I mean, this is probably a legit review right here, and I'm surprised they even allowed it on Atari Age. But you know, he's not biased. You know, like he hasn't been bamboozled by Tommy's shit. You know, like he's legit. This is a legit review that I feel like most people would probably be like, they're like, yeah, I mean, it's man, it's okay. You mean the redneck? You mean the fucking controller didn't blow you away, dude? I thought though, if you picked up the controller, it was gonna make all the difference. Well, apparently not to this guy and this girl. And the funny thing is, like, where they're talking about, you know, we're talking about the price. I saw today, and I've seen a couple people post it. In Europe right now, the Nintendo Switch has been dropped. The price has been dropped to basically the same as an Intellivision Amico, $259. So far, it's only in Europe. I would imagine that this would go throughout the rest of the world. Like, I'm surprised. Why wouldn't it be already in America too? So I imagine that will probably happen. And that's, you know, before because they know that the new one's coming out, the OLED model. So they're fucked. They are fucked. If the fucking Switch is the same price now, like, why would you bother? Why would you bother buying this turd foot bath that's just gonna sit there and do nothing? Unless you're just like a diehard dumbass who can't admit anything's wrong. Just an old stupid boomer who's too dumb to play actual games that you need this trash. That's what the fuck, that's all the fuck that's going on. Because at this point, there is literally no reason not to buy a Switch if the price is coming down. Like, who the fuck is this even for? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think this whole thing is just idiotic and dumb. But let's see if there was anything else here that people posted that I thought was worth screenshotting. Oh, there's another big thing here. So apparently, Tommy is showing off what's inside of the physical media. And it's like, he's only showing a few people. Like, again, like, why are we just showing a few people? Why is that secret? Here come the cicadas. Why is that secret? Just show what the fuck is in the box. But here it goes. Tommy also showed a few of us the physical media and what's inside the box. Ooh. He also asked us not to spoil the surprise by telling exactly what's inside. I will say that original Intellivision fans will love it. Those who have not seen or heard of the original Intellivision will still be happy, but won't have the same intense nostalgia that I had when he opened the box. That again, that's where I go back. Like, I guarantee you, I think it has to do something with the overlays. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, he experiences nostalgia. Nostalgia is that something that you knew from your past. You know, like, what else was there with the Intellivision that could have been included in this box that would be cheap to make? Because that's what they did. They tried to make these as cheap as possible to make money off of them. And I guarantee it's got to be some kind of stupid ass overlay for the touch screen. I just don't know what else it could be, like as far as something that would cause you to have nostalgia, unless it's just like, I mean, I guess it could be like some bullshit little keychain or something. I just, I don't know. It seems like it would be a lot cheaper to make some stupid ass overlays, because that just kind of feels like what they are trying to cheap it out as much as possible and make these $20 so that they can just make more money on it. But yeah, so again, you know, it's secret. So why wouldn't? So obviously, people are going to believe the fact that you're trying not to let people film there, because it's always got to be a fucking secret. It's the way it is, and the way it's always going to be. So yeah, somebody posted that his kids were distracted by the rides and arcade. This is that lineman doc guy too that, like Tommy was saying, you know, was like whatever. But he says, my kids were distracted by the rides and arcade. I ended up going back and forth between the event and the arcade the whole time. It made it harder as a parent, but at least that way the kids stayed happy and we all had fun. So one of these fucking cult members who, you know, I'm sure he was like trying to build it up to his kids that we're going here to play the Intellivision Amico. It's going to be so amazing. And they obviously probably got there. They went over and looked at it and played a couple games and were like, I want to go to the go-karts. You know, like obviously, like any fucking kid. So it obviously can't even hold their attention, which that's, I mean, come on. You know, kids are going to want to go and play, but if the games were at least fun, they would still come over there and play them. I mean, who the fuck are these games for? It's supposed to be for the kids, but it's obviously these old fucking boomers who have so much nostalgia for the Intellivision that they're blinded by the fact they're being sold flash games on a completely overpriced trash system. But that's, you know, I just thought that was funny, because it's like you can just imagine, like, I don't want to play the Amico, I want to go play putt-putt. So that's the Intellivision experience in a nutshell. All these old people who are trying to force this shit on their kids, and the kids don't want to play it. They want to go do something else that's cooler. They want to go play Minecraft. They want to go play Fortnite. They want to go to the rides, you know. They don't want to sit there and play this shit, and that's what it's going to be like at home. That's why this thing is going to be sitting there collecting dust. I bought this thing so that the kids would play it, and I have to force them to play it. They'll play like 5 minutes and be like, hey, I'm going to do something else now. And it's going to get to a point where maybe they play it a few times, and then eventually they're going to be like, no, Dad, I don't want to play that. Unless you're the kind of parent that's so insane that you have completely blocked your children from being able to play any video games. So of course they're going to suck up anything that they can get. Like, that's what this shit is for. It's for like some crazy, I don't know, Christian type, or just somebody who's like afraid of their kids getting any video game kind of violence or anything like that, so they're just going to let them play the trash. I mean, it's the same way like on the Nintendo, those Wisdom Tree games. Like, the kids weren't allowed to play Mario, but they could play Bible Buffet. So yeah, they fucking slurped that shit up just because it was any opportunity to play any kind of a video game. But it's funny, isn't it, to get that, like, with the Crayola event, obviously there was a lot more excitement because of the fucking fact they're at a Crayola factory. Like, that shit's stupid. So they're going to obviously go to play the video games and have fun. But here, when you match the Amico up to anything else that's kind of fun, fuck the Amico. Let's go play. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was everything that I found. I wanted to touch on this whole boomers trash because it was interesting going through and reading. This is like currently developing right now, this whole situation about the whether or not they're allowed to film. And I'm sorry, but just with all the evidence, the way that it's been, I'm on the side that's saying, yeah, you guys probably did have some bullshit waiver that wouldn't let people film. And if you want to prove that we're wrong and that's not the case, post a waiver. You know, which, who knows, they probably would just print up a fresh new waiver and take that off, because nobody has a copy of the waiver because they were forced to turn it back in. So it doesn't matter. We'll never get the truth on that. It's just another fucking notch in this Intellivision Amico bullshit saga. Just stupid, pointless bullshit. But anyways, guys, gotta work tomorrow. Back at it. Lucky for me, I guess I get Mondays off, so Mondays aren't quite as bad, but Tuesdays are basically my Mondays, so they suck too. But everyone, I hope y'all have a great week at work. If anything juicy comes up this week that we want to talk about, maybe I'll make a quick video. Otherwise, it'll probably be next weekend. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Later.